is safe and sound and accounted for. My plan was to only take like 2.5 weeks off, 2 weeks off ish, and then I really didn't account for how bad jet lag is on the way home. I thought it was going to be terrible on the way to Tokyo, but I just was awake for like a day, and then I slept at night when, normal, just slept at night in my hotel, and then I woke up and I was totally normal, ready to go. Everything was fine. But then when I came home, I slept for 23 hours between, a Saturday night through Sunday, and I could not catch up. Even though I had like a full day of sleep, I could not catch up until honestly like a week later. And then I got sick. I had strep throat, which as a full-blown adult who also doesn't have tonsils, that was horrendous, and I do not wish that on my worst enemy. I think today is the first day that I genuinely don't sound sick, or at least I hope I don't sound sick. And I also haven't been having any coughing fits. So it truly has taken until today to be able to stream again. And I had been planning to stream a million times, and I really didn't plan things through. So now I know if I go on another international excursion like that, to, build in some time to recover. But I'm here, I'm alive, I'm here. All my kissies to all of you. Kissies. So I've been dying to show everybody pictures. So let's talk about my trip. Let's talk about Japan, you guys. Let's talk about Japan. I already have some loaded up and ready to go. So yeah, let's talk about Japan. Actually, wait, hold on. Let me fix some of this. Can I make this smaller without that getting weird? Yeah. Okay, cool. Okay, so I have a bunch of pictures, and we're gonna go sort of like chronologically. So there were some things I took pictures of and some things I didn't take pictures of, and then any pictures that have like myself or my now husband, those are not included. So this is just kind of like stuff and things that from my point of view. So when we flew to Tokyo, we had a connection. We did not do a direct flight, and our connection was through Chicago. I love Chicago. And when we flew in, as you can see here, got some really nice view of the city. Hi, Chicago. Hi, Chicago. Pet the building. Give it kisses. Here's the water. This is lake. This is lake water. This is fresh water, which is kind of crazy. When we were flying over, and then like once we got through clouds, because you can see there's like some clouds, it really looked like you were over the ocean. Plot twist, fresh water. So I tried to take pictures of, hold on, let me see. This is like my own. Okay, here we go. So we flew on JAL, which is Japan Airlines. These are my feetsies. And for free, too. I'm so generous. When we flew Japan Airlines, we did premium economy. I wanted to fly business so bad, but I don't know if you guys have ever looked up business flights from like a 7,000 mile away area, but it is like $8,000 for one ticket. So we flew premium economy, which kind of made us feel like ballers though, because it had so much legroom, and you also had like all the way under this seat too. I think maybe in another stream we'll look at actual like seats on the airline and I can show you stuff. But you put your feet like all the way. That's a fun fact. I love skunks, and I also love onions. And I also love Chicago. That's exciting. So you could put your feet like all the way under this. And then you have like a little bar here that can go down, so you can put your little tootsies here. And then over kind of like right here, there's like 2 cup holdery things. And then your seat had, as a premium economy person, you could put like a footrest up on the chair, kind of like a little recliner. It didn't really like hold your weight though, but it was nice to kind of just like have the sensation of chair being longer. And then the seat doesn't recline back, but instead slides. So you can kind of like slide, and then you end up sort of like long flat going under the seat. It was really smart. Super, super comfy. This is probably one of the comfiest. This actually was the comfiest seat I've ever flown on. So I definitely recommend. And now let's get into some of the food. So we got 2 meals. I think they categorize it as like big meal and then light meal and then like snack. But it was really like 2 full meals. We got like 2 full meals. And it was fantastic. This was the first meal that we had. And JAL, what they do is they have different menus for different flights. Like this flight was Chicago to Tokyo. So on that route, they serve specific things. If it was, Tokyo to Chicago, they would serve some other things. So each flight kind of has a little bit of a different menu, which was really cool. So I was really excited about that. And then not only is it tailored towards each like trip and direction, but each month it changes as well. So they won awards for this too. As you can tell, I was like very excited about this trip. So this was our first a meal here, and now I did in fact. This was a honeymoon, and this was also my lifelong dream. So I celebrated with some Prosecco. I think I've mentioned this before on stream, but I don't really drink. But there are like moments. There are moments where I do. So I had a little bit of alcohol and also stayed hydrated. So what we have here is a little salad with like a little Italian dressing. This is a little rolled piece of ham, and it's sitting on some lettuce with a single tomat, and then a little eggy salad. Then we've got a single piece of little fruitsies, which was so good, by the way. This is cold soba. This is cold soba noodles with like little rice crunchies, and then this is like a soba sauce that you put over it. And then this was you had 2 choices for like the main thing that you wanted to get, and I didn't want the beef stew, so I got the I think this was the sesame chicken. Yeah, this was sesame chicken. Debatable. I mean, there's the sesame and there's the chicken, but yeah, the rice was really good actually. And this entire meal was really good. All of the food on JAL was so delicious. We definitely ate very well. This is my Momo. I've also mentioned on stream before, but my Oshi is Matara Khan. Not to scare me. I am easily frightened. My Oshi is Matara Khan, and my Momo came in right before our trip. So Momo got to go to Japan with me. So this is me and Momo having some alcohol. So this was the snack. Ooh, I didn't realize how like not good this picture was. It was really dark. So this was the snack. JAL has they have their own juice too, but I'll get into that in a second. They have their own like ramen cuppy. This was probably the only thing. Oh wait, hold on just a second. I Had to check on something. Where was I? Oh, okay. So this ramen cuppy, this was probably the only thing that I was kind of on, and I think that's just personally my tastes, because I don't really like a dashi, like a strong dashi broth too much. It's pretty fishy. So, and this had like a strong dashi broth. So that was the only thing that I was kind of like on. Did I still eat it? Hell fucking yes, I did. Would I eat it again? Hell fucking yes, I would. But it was really good. These, I still don't know if these are fish cakes or if these add cheese. Oh, you're right. You could put cheese on like a dirty sock and it would be phenomenal. So yeah, 10 out of 10. I should do that. Next time. I'll just bring cheese through like TSA. I don't know if these were like little bread pieces or if these were fish cake, but they were like sweet. They had a sweetness that cut through the like fishy-ishness. And I really, 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 really enjoyed that. It was so hot though, so you know, I definitely burnt my tongue a little bit. Okay, that was that batch. So then that was on our way there. Hello, we arrived. So when we arrived in Japan, it was in the afternoon. It was like 3-something p.m. in the afternoon. So by the time we got to our hotel, it was sort of around dinner time, which was really nice. We just like settled into the hotel, took showers, and then we just went out to the Konbini and got like snackies and some drinks and stuff and brought it back to the hotel and ate and went to bed. So the next day, the first thing we did was we went to Ueno and we went to the Sanrio Characters Garden Cafe for lunch. And look at how cute. Really? My Melody? That's so nice. So we've got Cinema Roll, we've got Kuromi, My Melody, Pochako, Hongidon. You're going to see a lot of Hongidon. And Pom Pom. So when I made our reservation, you got to choose, I think it was like if you did something specific, you could choose like a seating area. So like this was the Cinema Roll area. I chose the Pom Pom area because it was Pom Pom's birthday. In April. I think it's April 16th. So it was like close by. But yeah, so we got to sit on these little couches, which I felt like I was going to break every 2 seconds. I swear it was made of like cardboard. And then it was his birthday. Look at how good he is. Look at this tummy. Look at this tummy boy. Yes, give the rubbies. Oh, so good. So they had little like balloons and everything. It was so, so, so cute. And then you can see here, I think I have another picture of it. Yeah. So we got do I have a picture of I didn't have the picture of the food. So we got some like, I think mine was a potato salad scoopy on a croissant, and the potato salad looked like Cinema Roll. And then the other one was Hongidon, but it was a egg salad scoopy. And so that was really cute. But then we got dessert, and so I got the special birthday Pom Pom like parfait. So you can't really see too well, but it's like banana pudding, and then like or maybe it's just like regular pudding, and then there's like caramelized apples, and then some like granola, I think, in there. It was really, 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 really good. It was really rich. And then this was like a little white chocolate little doodah, and then his ears were a little rice cakey. Same with this. And then this is just a waffle with like some fruit and stuff. But yeah, this was a special for his birthday month. So then because I got that, I also got a coaster, and I got a little coaster that had Pom Pom on it. It's very cute. So after we went to the Sanrio Garden Cafe in Ueno, we made our way over to Akihabara, and we did a lot of shopping. As everybody knows, I am a Genshin girly, a certified Genshin girly TM. So you know, my excitement seeing some of this. Oh, I do have some videos in here. I'll play it again. Here, actually, let me pause the music and I'll play it again. So, when we were in Akihabara, there's tons and tons and tons and tons of crane game places. Taito Station is one of them, and it had these little guys that were greeting us. So, let me back it up here. Oh, they were so cute. It was just so funny. I think I even saw like a crane place at some point. Or not a crane place, a little capsule toy where you could get like a small one of them, which was cute. So after we did a bunch of the like little, well, no, once we got there, we had like an hour. So we did like some crane game stuff and then made our way over to our next reservation, which was at Maid Dreamin'. It was a maid cafe. We went to a maid cafe. So this is some light sticks. So I did the super big package, which meant we got unlimited drinks. We each only had one. So we had some strawberry milk, which was really, really good. And then our maid, her name was Aru, and Aru, actually, was it Aru? I think it was Aru. Well, our maid, she said, because we got the big package, we also got animal ear headbands. So we got to pick those and keep them. So they didn't have raccoon, you guys, but they did have black cat ears. And I said, that's close enough. So I got black cat ears. And then husband got like tan bunny ears. And then we got light sticks during a performance. They performed for us. So in my package, I also got to choose. I got to pick one of the maids that was there. I picked her because she was really cool. And we got to pick a song that she could do. And she recommended Shohalation. So we got to watch her lip sync and then dance on stage to Shohalation, which was so good. She was so good. So good. And so that was super fun. These light sticks have the little Maid Dreamin' logo on it, which was really cute. And then they came around and did little raffles. So you could see here we had little raffles to win stuff. We also got to do pictures with them too, which was really cute. There are just capsule toys, I mean, all over Tokyo in general, like everywhere, and just alleyways and, you know, outside of stores and da-da-da, but especially in Akihabara. So we looked at all of them and we got quite a few too. But this one I kept seeing and it just made me laugh so much. It's quite literally just a picture of a Naruto character crying. Like you could just get put your coins in, put your yen in, get a little capsule and see which character did you get. Oh, it was so funny. One thing that was really unexpected about the trip was that like everything is so tall. Like what I mean by that is like one floor is one business and then the next floor is another business and then the next floor is a restaurant and then the next floor is whatever. So you have to like look up quite a bit to know like, oh, is my restaurant that I'm going to here? Oh, great. It's on the third floor. Okay, great. Where's the elevator? Where's the stairs? So that was really interesting to kind of deal with. But a lot of the crane game places specifically would be like multiple floors. So at the top floor at one of the crane game places, they had these Genshin cardboard cutouts, which was super cool. And there's of new characters too. So we got Mualani, we got Kenichi, and we got I literally have her. I'm blanking. We're moving on. So this is a picture of my first haul of the trip. We went to Don Quixote. So when we were at Don Quixote, I got a Momonga I love Chikawa, which we're gonna have to have a stream where we talk just about Chikawa. But I love Chikawa, and I specifically love Momonga, who's this cute little flying squirrel baby. So I got a sweatshirt that says Momonga and has him on it, and then I got a little one. And me, so good. And then I got stickers, which I put this one already on the back of my iPad, and I'm trying to figure out where to put this one. Which this is like one of my favorite stills from any of the comic. Did I see any Pokemon manhole covers? No, I didn't actually. But they were definitely around though. I think where we just either missed it, or it was very crowded. We either missed it or just were not in those specific spots, but I know that there's a ton of them. What I did see though is that all manhole covers are just beautiful. The ones that were in the little area by our hotel, we stayed in OG, which is the sort of out of downtown residential quiet little area. Loved it. The manhole covers were all like cherry blossoms, which was really pretty. And then the last thing I purchased on the day was I finally got a Yanfei acrylic, which I've been wanting for quite a while. So that was day one. Day two, excuse me, I do still get a little cough. Let me take a sip of water. So day two, I kind of planned it to be like 2 days in this one area where I know we're going to do a lot of shopping, 2 days in this other area where I know we're going to do a lot of shopping, and then kind of bounce maybe between 1 or 2 areas for the next day, something like that. So we went back to Akihabara for the next day, because there was just a lot to cover that we wanted to do. And the cafe that we went to first was the Final Fantasy cafe. Husband loves Final Fantasy, so we went there. So here's a Moogle, and then other things that I don't know who he is, but I love him. He is my baby. These were like where we're sitting. We're sitting at a table like here, and then these were by our table. I don't know what they are, but you may. This is a big axe that was there on the wall, and then there's just like posters and stuff, which is cool. They also had a screen that was like going over stuff, and then we got like free, because we ordered like drinks and stuff, we got free I think coasters too. I think they were coasters. A lot of cafes do coasters and stuff. So I got like fish and like fish nuggets, I guess, like fish sticks but fish nuggets, and then some fries, which were really good. And then this is like a it's not like a barbecue sauce. It's kind of more like a yakisoba type of a sauce, or like a okonomiyaki sauce. And then this was tartar sauce and ketchup. Rain! It's so good to see you. We're going over Japan pics. And then I hadn't had coffee yet, and I really needed coffee, so this was just like a coffee drink, but each one of their drinks is like kind of corresponds to like a class. So I think this might have been like some type of like claymore person, because there was a big sword in it. And then he got apple pie, and then this was curry and rice, but then it had like a little face on it. It did. It was, thank you so much for asking. The wedding was so phenomenal. And so now I'm over the moon, and just, you know, remembering the lovely honeymoon into Japan, and just reminiscing and going over lovely pictures. Thank you. Oh, I also got a Moogle hot chocolate, because the Moogle was a little it was very pink. A little marshmallow, a little Moogle marshmallow. It was funny because it didn't melt too much. It's kind of like the edges melted a bit. So then by the time I drank all of it, and, you know, we were ready to go, he was just kind of sitting at the bottom of the mug like, meh. this was the entryway. Like, we walked past this to go into the restaurant seating area, but they had different clips of stuff from like Final Fantasy 14 games, and then these were like different like acrylics and keychains and stuff. And then they had other goods here. Like, here's the big fat cat. I know that. That's a chocobo. I know that. Yeah, and just some other like super cute, cool stuff. We ended up getting a gift for our friend. Oh, and then on the way out, where this cafe was in a building that had other types of cafes. So there was a whole Dragon Quest cafe as well. So we got to see this slime, but way on the way out. Went to some different figure shops. So we went to Ami Ami, we went to Surugaya, we went to Animate, and so it was so crazy because some of the floors, they, like an Ami Ami, some of the floors they go like, okay, well, it's like all figures, so this floor is for gacha games, this floor is for like waifus, this floor is like, it was really cool, like Gundam floor. So this was gacha floor, which I spent the most time on, and I got to see the figures that I've just seen online. You know, I mean, I wasn't exactly gonna be spending, you know, almost 2,400 yen, which equates to like maybe 200-ish USD. Like, I'm not going to be spending that type of money on a figure, but it was just really, really nice to see them in person and like see the craftsmanship. Oh, Peeper, it was so good. Thank you for asking. I think the waifu floor, I mean, I guess it wasn't like labeled as waifu floor, but I think it was like, there were a lot of like bunny girl figures and stuff from like different anime. But yeah, there was definitely some crossover. We went into, some random stores too. Like, we knew we wanted to go to Ami Ami, we knew we wanted to go to Animate and stuff, but we went into just some random stores too. Like, they had a bunch of card shops. So we went into one of the random card shops just to kind of like, it was off the beaten path, and so we just kind of stopped in to see, and then also just kind of like get out of the crowd a little bit. And so this was very expensive Yu-Gi-Oh card. These were like puzzles that were Yu-Gi-Oh cards, which was cool. We drank as much melon soda as we possibly could while we were there, because melon soda is so hard to come by here in the US. And it was just on tap, like every restaurant we went to. And it was weirdly a lot hotter than we planned. We were supposed to have like a 60-degree Fahrenheit, well, 60s, like 60 to like upper 60-degree Fahrenheit trip, and it ended up getting into the 70s. So we were like really hot some days, especially if you're walking around all day and like walking 5+ miles a day and just carrying stuff and just overstimulation. And so this was called the jumbo, so I got the jumbo. We went to a ramen shop for lunch this day, and I wasn't super hungry, but I did want to get a big melon soda. And then this was the ramen that they had, though. I heard it was very good. I got some chicken. This is just simply, this was the day that it started to rain at night. This is just simply a street view, like the main street here in Akihabara. There was an ad for Honkai Star Rail, which made me really happy. But you could see here, like, this is what I'm saying. These are all like different stores. So you're like, oh, I need to go here or whatever. And you're looking and you're like, oh, okay, here. And then you go to this where the building is, and it's like, that is on X floor. And so then it's weird. You have to look up a lot. There's Ami Ami, Made Dreamin'. So good. Oh, Mona. Okay, I don't know if you guys know this game or not, but has anyone in chat played Ape Escape or no Ape Escape? Oh, thank you for following. Have any of you heard of Ape Escape? It was a place, so there's Ape Escape and then there's Ape Escape 2. And I think it was like a PS1 and then maybe a PS2 game. I loved Ape Escape. You would take your little net and you'd go and you would like go to swing and catch these monkeys, and then they would go, "Ee!" Oh my god, it was such a good game. So when we were in one of the stores, this was like their little Ape Escape section, and I nearly like passed out from just seeing it. It's so old. Whoa, nice. Yeah, Ape Escape rules. Played on all the platforms. Oh, really? It was meant to be a tech demo? Listen, that is the best tech demo that has ever been created in my book. All these little blind boxes were just in every store, and just different little sets and cute little things. Oh, I love Haikyuu. My soul ascended with how much Haikyuu stuff was in Tokyo. I got compliments on Haikyuu t-shirts I was wearing. I had conversations in Japanese with people about it. Like, it was so... My maid at my maid cafe loved Haikyuu, and then me and another maid at the maid cafe were talking about Haikyuu. Like, it made me so happy just to be surrounded by the things I love so much and that are so important to me. Oh, now we're getting into something very important. Okay, okay. We'll start with this. Okay. So, by our hotel, oh my god, literally. Oh, Peeper, you would love Akihabara. It's known as Electric Town because, I mean, it's also kind of like Weeb Central because of like all the figures and capsules and, you know, anime and everything. But it's Electric Town because of all the tech stuff. There were so many like just gadget and gizmo and electronic stores and everything. Like, if you can go, like, you would love it. And built in a lot of time there. Yeah. So, this picture. So, by our hotel where we stayed, there was a McDonald's, and we wanted to try Japanese McDonald's just to see, because, like, you know, different countries have different stuff. So, this was a horrible picture that I took. I think I was like super tired, but this is the Shaka Shaka chicken, which is literally just like a little fried chicken piece that you have in this bag, and then you can get like a little flavor packet. You could get, I think it was cheddar cheese or like something spicy, I think. So I did the cheddar cheese, and you pour the flavor in this bag and then fold it down, and then you just shake it, and the chicken takes the flavor on it. So that was actually really, really good. Very cheesy flavored, but it was really good. Then this is the teriyaki burger with an egg on it. Oh no, sorry, I didn't get the one with the egg. Husband got the one with the egg. So this is a teriyaki burger. And here is my thought on it. I didn't like the teriyaki on a burger. That just didn't feel right to me. The mayo in the teriyaki was pretty good, but I would rather have like an okonomiyaki sauce with a mayo. But anyway, the teriyaki sauce was good. I just didn't want it on a burger. The actual quality of the burger itself compared to the US was such a higher quality. And I mean, that was just our entire experience with food, and I have a lot of stuff to say about it that I'm going to refrain from right now, but but the bun was a lot fluffier. It was like very fluffy. And then the burger, the only way I can describe the like texture and like bite of the burger is the patty reminded me of like the density and like cut of a like sausage patty. Not flavor, just like mouth feel. So that was really interesting. Yeah, so we don't either. So this was kind of like going off of memory, but it was interesting to see like that type of a difference. But anyway, it was fun to experience like something different that we don't get regularly and we don't really know of too much. A teriyaki burger. I've never had teriyaki burger. We also got the corn and edamame side. This was pretty straightforward. It's literally corn and edamame. The only thing that was extremely disappointing with it is that there was like nothing on it. It was literally just plain corn and plain edamame. No like nothing. So it was really, really, really plain. And I mean, I would have put something on it if I had it, but we were in a hotel, so if I had like some pepper, whatever, seasoning, something, and it would have been better. Now, this was one of the best things we have eaten ever. It is a strawberry red bean mochi like pie. So this is the mochi part, the strawberries in the middle, and then there's the sweet red bean over here. And then it had like the like kind of crunchy, crispy like pie part. It warmed. Oh my god, you guys. I'm buying another ticket to Japan like just for that. As crazy as it is. It was so good. In fact, oh my gosh, get at least two. It was so good that there was one of the next days coming up here. There were a couple days that I did my own thing and he did his own thing. And there was one day in particular that I came back to the hotel a few hours before he did. And on the way back, he was like, I wanted to stop to get us another pie, but they were sold out. And then the last thing that we had that was unique there was, it looks like another pie. I guess technically it is, but it's bacon and potato on the inside. And that was really, 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 really good. Put you right to sleep, though. And then this is literally just, that's a train station by our hotel. And then this was sort of like the train. So hold on. Let me go back here. Oops. So this is the train station. And on the other side of the train station is like where we were staying. So every morning, pretty much, we would get out of the hotel, walk under the station, come over to this area, and then there was a Family Mart here where we got our like little drinks and whatnot, and then I'd get Starbucks, and then we get Starbucks, and then we get on the train and we go to where we would need to go. It was very nice. And then this was actually on, I don't know if it was that train platform or if it was a different one, but when we went, it was prime cherry blossom time. And so this is just a little river, little creek, and it just, you can see all of the cherry blossom petals that are in the water here. And it was very pretty. So on our third day, we had a reservation at the 40th anniversary of Hangyeon, another Hello Kitty character. So we had a reservation at the anniversary pop-up cafe, which had like just opened. So we got little, instead of coasters at this place, we got little fans, which really came in handy later in the trip. And then the whole place was so cute. We had like the bar seats. We weren't at like a table, so we were at like these bar seats. And so we got to sit right by him. He was so nice to us. So you can see here kind of what that looked like. It was so cute. And then this was the wall when you enter, so you could take some cute pictures. And then the placemats were super cute. Oops. Yeah. So the food options really didn't tickle my fancy, so I opted more for like a dessert option. So my lunch this day was cake. So cake and a little sherbet. And it had, this is so random, but it also had like these frozen grapes on it that were so good. Frozen grapes are delicious. But yeah, super, super fluffy, super, super light. It was really, really nice. And then for a drink, I got this, I think it was like a Sakura, like peach, I believe, or maybe like strawberry peach, little juicy drink here that had a like strawberry ice cream scoop that then when mixed in there got creamy. It was really, really good. And then little Dango, which was so cute. Like, look at his little face. And you could eat this, and then these were like little rice Krispies. So that was my lunch. And then husband got the parfait, which I actually didn't really, he ate it so quickly, you guys, but it had the basic things of like parfait. It had like whipped cream, I think some type of like a yogurt or something, and then I think some strawberry and like some cake stuff in it. And then this was like a little crunchy tubi, and then that was a cotton candy, so it looked like he was sitting under a little sakura tree. It was so cute. So we went to, hold on, I'm gonna take another sippy. You guys take sippies too, stay hydrated. So we went to Harajuku and we went to Shinjuku this day. And I wanted to go to the Chikawa Bakery. So that was in this kind of like mall place that we're like walking out of. But I thought there was a lot of really cool architecture in this area. It's like a really big shopping area. So yeah, it was really just nice. That was one thing. Like, there were just moments where, you know, you're on your way somewhere, but like, this is a really, really cool, funky like thing. I don't know. It's just, there was just a lot that was really, really nice to look at. So in Harajuku, we had an appointment where we got to see otters. And these are the stairs up. Look at the little Pete's. They also had chinchillas and stuff too. Little babies. Little babies. So there were 2 animal cafes that I made reservations for on this trip. One was this otter cafe, and then there was an owl cafe we went to later in the trip. And I just want to say that I extensively researched to ensure that like the places we visited actually took care and cared for the animals, because I know that there is a lot of controversy. Oh my god, I said I didn't sound sick, and here I am, like my nose is getting stuffed again. There is a lot of controversy around animal cafes in Japan, and like how the animals are treated and, you know, whatnot. So just want to FYI that I did my super, super, super due diligence on this, and I can confirm that they were very, very, very well taken care of and loved. Oh, I guess it did include a video of me. But anyway, you could see the little hand holes. We got to feed them. They were so nice. Their hands, they have little beans. And they were just so nice to us. Oh. And so there were some that were outside, and then there were some that were inside. And like, they had this little tubey here that went into a big bath of water. They had plenty of toys and space to run around. And it was so, so sweet. And like, they obviously don't live in here. Like, they have other places. They just happen to be in here for a little bit. But yeah, that was so oh, this is kind of a bad picture, but there's this burlap bag that they just kept like laying on. So we got in the package that we got stuff to feed them, and then we got stuff to feed the chinchilla and the hedgehogs that they had. The hedgehogs, we kind of just they were kind of sleepy, so we just put their food in their little bowl and then walked away. And then the chinchilla, we got to hold one of the chinchillas in a little Tupperware, and we got to pet him, and it was really nice. And so we were nice to him. And then the otters, we fed like this through the hole. And then part of this included, we got drinks, which was just from like a little vending machine, and it was really, really nice out this day. So we got little juices from the vending machine, and then just sat on a bench and watched these otters outside for a really long time. And then we paid a little bit extra to oops, hold on, I'm like getting ahead of myself. Here, we'll look at this otter for a little bit. We paid a little bit extra to do the 5-minute playtime, where we went into like the playtime ring inside, and we sat down, and there were 2 otters named Potato and Maple, and for 5 minutes we got to play with them with toys, and then we got to feed them treats. And the person in charge, oh my god, she loved them so much. It was so cute. She would put treats on my shoulder, and then Maple would climb up on my arm and on my shoulder and eat the treats, and we got to give them belly rubs and pet them, and they were so squeaky and so cute. This is just an example of like an average alleyway. This is just an average like street, back road, like just an average look of Japan, Tokyo at least. Same thing here. This is average look of a train station while you're waiting. I like how they have, oh man, there's so much to talk about with this. I feel like I'm not going to rant about it now, but there were just so many conveniences there that just make life so much better. Like the doors always open right here for the trains, and it's blocked here, and they have each car is like numbered, and each door is numbered for that. So, and Google Maps tells you where to stand if you're doing directions. It's just so nice. This was Shibuya. We went to Shibuya. It was overwhelming. Like, this is Shibuya Scramble. Like the infamous Shibuya Scramble. It was so horrendously overwhelming in this area. It especially crossing here, like I never want to do that. Well, not never want to do that again, but I probably would find ways around to avoid this, because it's just so many, I'm going to be that person, so many tourists there that are just walking and then just taking videos and getting pictures of themselves here. And it's like, okay, people have places to go. Move. But yeah, it's just so cool, man. This is my Chikawa Bakery bag. I got some cute stuff. So at this place, thank you for the follow. At this place, we didn't really know, another melon soda, as you can see. We didn't really know what to do for food for dinner that day. We just winged it. So we did that with a few different things, but we winged it this night. So we were in Shibuya, and so we were walking around, and it was just, there was nothing that was really appealing to us, and we wanted to sit down and everything. And so this day was a little frustrating. Well, this finding food was a little frustrating. We ended up at an omurice place, long story short, and I wasn't even really that hungry. And I got this was the smallest. This was the smallest size, and I think I ate maybe like half of it. But the rice was really, really good. The rice was good. I did the cheese one. So this is like a demi-glaze. And for those who don't know, omurice is like, this is omelet, and then it's over rice, and then it has a demi-glaze over it, and then there was like a random like kind of Parmigiani cheesy sauce. Yeah, it was good. It was good. I would definitely go back. I think I would maybe try a different one next time, but it was good. It was just all different omurices. It was cool. So I'm glad it worked. I'm glad it worked out. Oh, so this was, I don't think this was the same day. I think this was another day. I took pictures, but there were a lot of pictures that were like I was in them or my husband was in them, so I tried to not dump those in here. So this is a different day. But there's this place, there's a store called Mandarake. And Mandarake has stores in like Ikebukuro. It has stores in Akihabara, Nakano Broadway. We went to it a few different places. But it's basically like a second-hand store, but for novelty type items. So you can go and you can sell your stuff. You can sell figures, you can sell books, you can sell CDs, Hot Wheels cars, things like this, anime stuff, video games, so like literally anything. So we went there to look around and ended up it was like a time capsule for some stuff. It was so crazy. So anyway, this is Son of Godzilla. And then I took this for my husband because he likes Star Wars. I don't know what this is, but I took that picture. Oh, and I got to see Bokuto, which, if this is height accurate, Bokuto's tall, you guys. Anyway, I got to meet Bokuto and I was over the moon. We went to Sanrio Pearl Land one day, and oh my god, this day. It was fun, but there were some disappointments. There were some disappointments for sure. Main disappointment being it was raining so bad that day, and it's a really, not like a long walk. Well, it's a pretty decent sized long walk from the train station to actual Sanrio Pearl Land, which is basically a Sanrio theme park, but it is all indoors, but it's just a really long walk to get there. The train station, though, this is when we just got out of the train. It is all Hello Kitty. It's so cute. Everything, like, even look at this little sign here. Like, everything. It was so adorable. So the first thing we did when we got in there was first of all, we needed to dry off. Like, we bought umbrellas at a 7-Eleven the day prior when it started to rain. So we had those with us, but it was raining very hard, so we still got like soaking wet. So the first thing we wanted to do was kind of just like sit and breathe and dry, which is perfect because we needed to eat too. So we went, there's a couple different places to eat in Sanrio Pearl Land, but we went to the Sanrio Rainbow restaurant. So this was the opening, I guess, before you go in. This was so delicious. I got the Gudetama carbonara. It was so good. It was so good, and it was Gudetama in his legitimate form of being an egg. So it's also sectioned off in different like character areas. So we sat in the My Melody area, which was cute, and they had different chairs and stuff for different areas. But yeah, we sat in the My Melody area, and it was really cute. The napkins were super cute too. Sanrio Town. And the cup, oh man, like even the straw, everything was so cute. So there's 2 rides in Sanrio Pearl Land, and then there's like some shops. There's a big area where performances happen regularly. You can get tickets to meet some of the Sanrio characters, and then there's like other little like special things for special characters. Like Kuromi has her own little area. There's like shopping there's 2 stores. But then there's the Cinnamoroll Dream Cafe, which is like coffee and stuff, which is great because I needed coffee. So it was also packed, by the way. This was a Sunday, so it was like super, super packed. So we went to the Cinnamoroll Dream Cafe after walking around a little bit. Oh, oops. Here we go. This is while we were waiting in line. I just wanted to take a picture of like the main. You entered like from. This is the 2nd floor or 3rd floor. But you entered down there. So like we went up to go to the restaurant, and then we went to that's the restaurant, and then we walked over this way. But yeah, super, super cute. Just like, oh, it's just so nice. Yeah, this is the like Hiromi and My Melody little area. I don't really like Hiromi that much, so I did not go there. But look at how cute, like, this is one of the little seating areas in the Cinnamoroll Dream Cafe. It's just so cute. Like, you've got milk, and you've got mocha, and then you've got the little demon babies. I don't know their name. It was so cute. We ended up sitting, like, over here somewhere. But, like, even the lights are little clouds. It's just, like, the details everywhere were just so nice. And then, so husband got, this is banana milk, which, plot twist, didn't know bananas could be milked, but banana milk. And then this is like a little cheesecake, and look, it has little milk on it. It has little milk on it. And it looks like, I think that was white chocolate, but yeah, this was just like a little cheesecake on like a little crackery cracker. And then I got coffee, and this was chocolate ice cream with espresso on it. Also like a little white chocolate piece. And then this, you guys, holy, this was like a chocolate chip like cookie type cone. Not only was the ice cream phenomenal, but that cookie was so good, you guys. And what I ended up doing too is, like, the coffee was pretty bitter. I ended up putting a little bit of the ice cream that I had at the bottom in my coffee too, to kind of like try to make a mocha. Oh yeah, this was the train platform. Like, it was just so cute. They were just oops. They were just everywhere. So like, this is what I was saying. So this would tell you, like, this is the 8th car. And like, you know, this is the 8th car, and this is the 6th door in the car. So you route where you're going on Google Maps, and it tells you like, oh, you should be in the 8th car, 6th door. Like, so it just, you know, so when you get out at your stop, it's like the ramp is, or the stairs are right there. You know, it's just, it's just so nice. Yeah, just so, it's so cute. Oh, I want to go back. So cute. Oh, but so one of the rides, the one ride I really, really wanted to do at Sanrio Pearl Land was the boat ride, because it's Hello Kitty's birthday, and all the characters, you like go through this whole thing, and all the characters are gonna like celebrate her birthday, and they need to do stuff to celebrate her birthday. But the wait was 80 minutes long, and we were so like overstimulated and drying and everything. We just didn't want to wait. So on the big walk between the train station and the land was a ton of Crane Game places, which were super cheap and all had like Sanrio stuff anyway. So we ended up staying there for a really long time, and then we went to a convenience store and bought a bunch of food, and then went back to the hotel which was like an hour and a half away, because this is outside of Tokyo. So one of the days that I went off and did my own thing, I went to Ginza. Excuse me, hold on. Let me take a sippy. Oh, I forgot I have tissues right here. Hold on. I think talking a lot maybe is stuffing my nose. Sorry, guys. So I went to Ginza because so Chikawa, I think maybe I'll do like a PowerPoint on Chikawa one day. Chikawa has a bunch of different stores. This is Chikawa. Chikawa has a bunch of different stores across everywhere in Japan and Tokyo. But the creator, Nagano, has Nagano Market, because Nagano also has other little things like little sea creatures that they draw and other stuff. So I wanted to go to that store, which was in Ginza. So I went to Ginza when I had my day where I did my own thing by myself. So Nagano draws themselves as like this bear. So this is Chikawa dressed as that bear. Oops, wrong way. Oops. Oh, I see. Yeah, so this is Hachiware dressed as the Nagano bear. Nagano Market. Like, look at how cute. So they also had like Chikawa stuff there too, which was really fun. And like the floor is so just little little doodahs. Yeah, little doodah babies. Oh, and also what I super wanted to go to in Ginza mainly was the magical Chikawa store. I think I went to every single Chikawa store in like special store, like the bakery, magical Chikawa, etc. I went to every single one except one of them while I was there. So I wanted to go to magical Chikawa because it's literally just a store of Chikawa goods where they're dressed up like magical girls. And like, oh, this is just so good. Like, look at them. They're so pretty and they're so cute. And the bathroom at this place was really nice too. I liked the way that this bathroom looked. So this is Ginza. This is still Ginza. Ginza has like the super nice stores. The like Chanel. There was, I think, Louis Vuitton or something over here, and like Gucci, and so there was a lot of like foreigners there that you could tell have money because they're just dripped out. And I was like, I'm here for magical Chikawa. Oh, so not a drain cover, a manhole cover. That's a manhole cover. Not a manhole cover, but this was really cool. This was like old Ginza, which was really cool. Just like random. Minato might too, actually. But like, let me tell you, Ginza, I was like fish out of water in Ginza. So we went to the Chikawa ramen place. I had a reservation for this. Oh my god, it's so, first of all, where it was, like, you can see this is inside. This is indoors. It was so cool. It was like this mall of food. We went downstairs and it was just like this entire mall of just different food stall restaurants like this. It was wild. Everything looked so good. There were like bars and stuff too. It was so cool. I definitely want to go back there and like, not just for the Chikawa ramen, but I want to like eat everything there. I want to eat it all. But they're there and they were so good, and they cooked my ramen for me. So it was interesting how you ordered, actually. So you entered in there, and then you're like, hi, we have a reservation. Here's proof of reservation. And then they're like, okay, here's all of the goods. Oh my God, Shohei Ohtani. Everywhere. LA Dodgers stuff is literally everywhere. Ohtani stuff is everywhere. Like, it became a funny thing at a certain point because it's just the most random stores, and then all of a sudden there's Dodgers stuff. Anyway, it was interesting how we ordered at the ramen place. You entered, and then at like what looked like a checkout counter, they're like, here's the list of goods. Do you want to buy anything? So we ended up getting shirts, and then like we got one of these glasses too, which was cool. And I think that was it. And then they're like, okay, what do you want to order for food? And we were like, oh, okay. And then drink. So I was like, well, I want the melon soda. I really wanted the one that had Momonga on it, but I wanted melon soda. So I got the one that has Rako Sensei. So I got melon soda, and then I think husband got, oh, I think he might have also got a melon soda actually. And then I ordered, the way the ramen worked was, hold on, I'll go back to that. It was size. It was size. The ramen was the same, but then there was size. So there was small, which was Chikawa, and then medium, which was Hachiware, and then there was large, like big boy size, which was Usagi. And then when we got to our seat, one of the like waiter guys asked us like, do you want the normal amount of vegetables, or do you want none or less or more? And then for like garlic and stuff, so he you could tailor it there. So it kind of threw me off a little bit, but oh, this is the cup that we got. But it was a cool experience though. And then they got to eat the ramen with us. And then they were there, and then they made the ramen for us. And then this is the ramen that was made. So it was really good actually. This is like all garlic, and then there's like little rice crunchies and bean sprouts, and then there was the ramen and the porco, and then this is like egg. So because I got the Chikawa one, the small one, I got Chikawa. And then Rob did, I think he did extra of something. Not extra garlic, but he did extra of something, which is also why it's like towering, but he did the big boy one. Oh my god, and he ate all of it, you guys. He ate all of it, and then he was like so sick later. Oh, okay, so we went to a few different Poke Centers while we were there. I can't remember. Oh, this is the Shibuya one. Yeah, so we went to a Poke Center there, and like, look at how cool this is. That's so badass. It's so cool. And then right across from it was was this the same day? It might have been, but there was a Nintendo store. So, and I got to see all the Animal Crossing stuff that I have always wanted to. And I got to meet them. And I know that this is Timmy and Tommy and Isabelle, obviously, but I'm not going to lie. I saw them and I was like, I don't have money for you. I've paid my loans. But like, some of the stuff that they had was really cute. They have like all sorts of different like kitchenware type items. Very expensive though, but they were very cute. Yes. So this is the day we went to the Owl Cafe. The Owl Cafe also had other animals, like baby hedgehogs that we got to hold, and they kissed our fingers, and then also a kookaburra. Kookaburras are my favorite birds ever because they're so cute. Like, look at this sweet baby angel, and they do the nice laughing. They do the ha 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 ha. So you can kind of see it up here, but each bird had their own like little chart, and it said if you could, oh, there's the poopies. Literally, he was labeled as like super nice, so we were a little nervous to start petting them because we were like, they're gonna eat me. But he was labeled as super nice, so I pet him and he liked it. And then I went ha 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 ha, and he was like ha, 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 ha. So we laughed together. Oh, oops. So as you can kind of see here, each bird has their own like little placard, and it had their name on it. A fun fact about them: if they're okay being held or pet or fed and stuff. So because like you don't just pick up one of the owls. The staff helps you, but we also got to feed some of the animals. So it just was nice, like read their chart before you do anything. But yeah, he was labeled as really nice, you guys. And then these were some of the owls that we fed. Yeah, see, look at some of these charts, right? So, oh, this is for one of the owls. I'm often looked sharp. So you may think I'm cool and strong, but I like sleeping. And he's for adults, kind of okay to pet. For kids, okay. Or for kids, no, okay. That's feeding. You can feed. And his name is Benji. And then this is his birthday. So they had like little things. We fed the one in the middle because he was really hungry, and he got the food before these two. They're really big. They were really big in person. It was a little scary. But then they had little baby birdies. Yeah. They hear really, really well. They had small ones, so we held these two. Do I have another picture? No, the other pictures are us holding them, so I don't have these on here, unfortunately. But this guy was sleeping, but these were the two that we ended up holding, which were also labeled as like super, super nice, and they were small. So because these were small, we held out our hand, and then they like sat on our hand, and then we held like their little clippy here, and then we got to pet them, and they were so nice. But then it was funny because like their heads move so much, and it was just funny. You start to pet them, and then they just purely just look at you, but their eyes were so big, and so they just turn their head and like, and you're like, oh my god. And then I had another owl that was, I don't think he was in any of these pictures. It was an owl sort of like this one, who was very, 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 very friendly. And the owner really loved Haikyuu, and so she was like, this is Bokuto. And she let him go on my shoulder, which was really nice. And he was really puffy, and he was really friendly, and it tickled my ear. It was really nice, you guys. Oh, there's that. Oh yeah, here's the sign. They're so good. Oh, this was just a random place in it was Tower Records. It was like a music store, and this, I guess, is their mascot, but he was like, "Oh." Yes. So we were in oh right, this is in Ikebukuro, because that's where the Owl Cafe was, and I'm pretty sure, yeah, that's where this was too. So we witnessed, there was just an idol performance. Like, it was just a random idol performance, but they were so pretty and they were so good, and like all of these men specifically were like, some were doing the exact same dance. They were like, they clearly know this group. It was so awesome to just see that and just witness that. Oh yeah, it was at Sunshine City. This was a little robo police car that I loved. He was sleeping though, he wasn't working. I thought about going to the Pokemon Sweets Cafe, but it was a really, really long line, and we were gonna have dinner soon, so I just didn't want to get anything. Nothing looked super good. Nothing was like tickling my fancy, but I did want to super get a picture of the trash can. This is the trash can. He goes, and he eats the trash. But it's so cute. Like, look at how cute it is. And then they also have like exclusive merch for there too, which is really nice. And then because the Pokemon Center is like up on this floor, as well as the Nintendo store and stuff, they just had this kind of in that area. It was super. There was also a jump store as well. But I got to hang out with Pidgey. I got to hang out with Rowlet. Oh, and then in Sunshine City for dinner, it was kind of a like wild ride figuring out what we wanted for dinner, because there was like some stuff that just didn't sound good, and then we were like, we also just had ramen and blah 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 blah. But there was an okonomiyaki place. We didn't know this, but you made the okonomiyaki. So we had a grill. It was so funny. We actually grilled like a lot of our food because we had yakiniku like 2 separate nights, which you grill your own meat there. And then we grilled these too. So we cooked a lot of our own food. But so we went to this okonomiyaki place, which was so delicious. And okonomiyaki is basically like a cabbage, a shredded cabbage mixed with sort of like a pancake mix that you cook. And then you can put like meat in it, you could put seafood in it, you could put noodles in it as well, and like kind of cook it on a griddle. And then you put a special okonomiyaki, sort of like a barbecue sauce on it, and a mayo sauce on it. It was so good. So we had that. And then this was the little tanuki that was right behind me. And tanukis are basically raccoon dogs in Japan. So I knew that we went to the right place for dinner. Oh, wait, this is it. Yeah, this was it. So I got the one with cheese. So mine was cooking first, and then basically also peep melon soda. So basically I had a bowl like this as well. I didn't have the seafood. I don't really like seafood okonomiyaki. I like just the meat. So it's like pork belly. So we so we yes. So we mixed it. What am I saying? We mixed it in this bowl with like, there's an egg, and we mixed it in here, and then you put it in the griddle and you cover it for, there was a, oh, you can't see it in this picture, but there was like a little sand timer. It was like 3 or 4 minutes. And then once that's done, you flip it over and you do that again. And so mine also came with a egg yolk to put on top, and then green onions, and I also got cheese to add because, like, hello, we're adding cheese. Oh, this was one of my capsule toys I got. If you've ever gone to like a revolving sushi place, I guess there's probably other places, or you may have just seen it online, but there's these like robot drink carriers at a lot of these restaurants now, and it has this little LED screen that's like a little cat. So I found a capsule toy, and it's a little wind up one. Also, I got a little Bokuto. You've never heard of melon soda, and now I'm like preaching the gospel of melon soda. Let me tell you, Rain, if you love like a honeydew melon flavor, this is for you. It is so good. So I wanted to ride a bus really badly. There were a few days that we did our own separate things, like I said, and so one of the days I wanted to go back to Sunshine City because there was some stuff that I hadn't done that I wanted to. There were some shops that I wanted to go to. So I looked up the best way to go from our hotel, and it actually was more direct on a bus than it was on a train. And I was like, you know what? We're doing it. We're taking a bus today. So I did, and this was just the inside of the bus. It was cute. You boarded on the left. These are like priority seats for elderly. I gave up my seat on my way home for someone else, but no one was really on it, so you can sit there. But yeah, this was just a bus. It was nice. It was cute because they had a little screen that was telling you the weather and like just some random like news updates, like world news updates, which is cute. Book Off is another like secondhand store. As the name suggests, there's obviously a lot of like manga and books and stuff that they have there, but they do have like figures and plushies and, you know, keychains and other little like doodahs and stuff. But I took this picture because I was on my way to Book Off, and everywhere Japan is obsessed with this horse girl anime called Uma Musume Pretty Derby. Literally everywhere you turn is this fucking horse girl anime. And of course, when I was like looking on where I was going and I was like, oh, here's Book Off, I turned and there's a whole mural of the horse girls. Which, by the way, I did start watching because it was everywhere. So I did start watching. I can see why they like it. Oh, also, I found a plushie of Obama Snow, and I love Obama Snow. So that made me really happy. More Genshin cutouts. And then I stopped by. I didn't have a reservation to the Chiikawa restaurant because to do the whole reservation system, you have to have a Japanese phone number, and you can't get a Japanese phone number unless you live in Japan. So it was really frustrating. So, but they have a store, just like the bakery. So, so I went there and I at least got to take pictures of like the cute decor, and then I got to buy some goodies, and I got to see my babies, my sweet babies. And then because I was out by myself and I was really hungry, my favorite one of my favorite restaurants where I live is called Kura Sushi, and it's a chain. It's a chain that actually is from Japan, but it's a revolving sushi place. So I really wanted to try it in Japan just to see, but I was like, I don't want to like take up one of our dinners and like, you know, us go there when we could go somewhere else. So when I was by myself and I was like just like kind of a late lunch hungry, I was like, this is perfect, I'm gonna go to Kura Sushi. So I went, and they had a ton of different stuff, like in this, obviously melon soda, but in the picture here, this is Hamburg, which is like, I want to call it Japanese meatloaf, but it's basically just like a piece of like burger with like a teriyaki sauce. And then this is a little squirt of mayo on the rice. Holy, it was so good. But what was funny is I kind of like the actual like fish sushi ones at my local Kura Sushi bar. But then the meat ones were really, really, really good. Oh, okay, capsule toys. Guys, Japan is so unhinged when it comes to little doodahs. Like, there were so many capsule toys that were just bananas. This one being one of them. It is literally just a family that is croissant. Like, do you want mom as a croissant? Do you want the dad as the croissant reading with the dog croissant? Like, which croissant person are you gonna get? It was so hilarious. I did not get this one, but I did get some other super unhinged ones for my coworkers as gifts. I got oh my god. I got, so my one friend, I got a zip line, like a literal, you build it, a little zip line. And then another one that I got him was this series is called Oji-san Naze Kotoshi or something like that. It translates to like old man that I guess I like for some reason. And it's literally just a Japanese salary man just like sitting. Like it's just so funny. I got, oh my god, my other friend, she has a lot of dental situations, and she has Invisalign right now, and so we always joke that she's taking her teeth out when she's taking the Invisalign out to eat lunch or something at work. And so I got her a keychain that has literally a little mini Invisalign like tooth thing, and then the case for it. It was so funny. And then I also got her, we joke that we're going to start a podcast about our work antics. So I got her, it's a little folding chair and microphone. So I was like, oh, it's for our podcast. And then there's just so many, but like this is just the tip of the iceberg of the like random just little capsules. So for like 200 yen, you could just get a croissant person. On my way back, this was one of my favorite moments I had in the whole trip, to be honest. On my way back, here, let me move this a little bit. I just realized it's kind of down there. On my way back, the bus dropped me off. Do you remember in the first video in the little street where I was like, that's the Family Mart, and then the Starbucks is right there, and there's the train station? Behind that row of shops, there was a little park, and that's where the bus dropped me off on my way home. And so it was just so beautiful out, and they had seating. And so I sat under this little cherry blossom tree and just finished a drink that I had in my bag and just enjoyed the breeze. And it was just so nice. And then, oh, the funniest thing. So it was like the tree was in the middle, and then there was a bench that circled the tree. So I was on one side, and then on the opposite side were these 3 or 4 high school girls that also had clearly like just gone to a vending machine and gotten a drink and were just like sitting and hanging out under the tree too. And they were just laughing and joking and da-da-da. And then all of a sudden, one girl, she's in the middle of speaking, and she just lets out the largest burp, which made all of them like roll on the floor laughing hysterically. And so then for like the next 10 minutes, all of her friends were just imitating her, being like and then it would just make them roll laughing even more. It was so funny. So like I just really enjoyed my time under this tree. This is inside the Starbucks that I would go to every morning, my local Starbucks. And it was cute because they have at Starbucks in Japan, if you stay in, they'll give you a nice glass cup, which is super cute. So I took a picture of the nice glass cup. This was our haul of babies that we procured. I got the pajamas, Chikawa characters in pajamas. Obviously, I got a big Momonga in pajamas. I got a big Hachiware. This is the small Momonga from before. Husband got a gigantic Hongidon from a crane game, and then some other Hongidons from crane games too, and then some like little tchotchkes and stuff here. But these are all of our stuffed animals, and this is what we would come back to the hotel room and see every day after they like made our bed and stuff. They tucked them in. It was so cute. Oh, this is my bag of all of the goodies that I got from the Chikawa restaurant. It's so cute. It's got like the monsters out here, and then Kani-chan and Momonga enjoying some food together. And then the other side. And then this is what I bought. I got a cute shirt. I got a box of cookies that are already gone that were really, really yummy. I got a little notepad that I use at work now. And then the set of plates, which is really, it's 2 of these, which is so cute. It's Momonga and Kani-chan. And then when I was on my way back, I stopped at the Family Mart to get some snackies and like some drinks. And they had, what's really cute is like the convenience stores like 7-Eleven and stuff, they have little seasonal goods that come out in like specials. So this one had just dropped, and because I hadn't seen it before, and it was just little mochi with like little red bean and chocolate fillings. And so there was a cinnamon roll and a Hongidon, which was cute. So we had those. And then this was just literally that's the train station, and this is right next to our hotel. This was the day that we were leaving. And I had just looked up and I noticed that it was just a cute little sign. Just cute sign. And just some more cute street signs and stuff. This is at the Pokemon Center in Nihonboshi, which is the Pokemon DX Center. And they have walls for like all of the starters. And I'm a grass girly, so love my grass babies. And then this was at that center. Giant Snorlax, which is super cool. Oh, this was in the bathroom there. I saw this everywhere actually, but this was in a stall in a bathroom. It was basically a sign that said like, watch your baby like while going to the bathroom and like on the changing thing, like don't just walk away because they can fall. But this is like so frightening. It reminds me of the moon in Majora's Mask. Oh. So this is our lunch that day. We went to a random restaurant in like the Nihonboshi area. I got a like pork cutlet with a ginger sauce, and then a nice side salad, and there was some rice, which was good. And this was pickled daikon and a miso soup. So my rice was in here, which was actually really good. It was like a purple rice. Then we went to I believe it was the next day. We went to a place called Nakano. We went to Nakano and we went to Nakano Broadway, which is like this sort of indoor mall. It's like an indoor outdoor mall. And this is the entrance to it. It had these little eels, which is super cute. So you could see, like, it's covered, but it's a big long street with all these storefronts, and then there's like uncovered aisles sort of this way, it was really, really nice. And they very clearly were setting up for Golden Week, which was coming up with all the fish here. A really great place though, like really, really great place. In Nakano Broadway, there's a lot of anime figure stores, and other just like figure stores too, like tons of different Mandarake. Well, it's like a giant Mandarake, the like secondhand store, but they had multiple storefronts in there that they sectioned off into different things. Like there was a Kamen Rider store, there was early Japanese media store, so tons of them, but just tons of other figure stores. And so this killed me. There's a security camera, like you're being filmed while you're in the store, but they're using Hachiware in the jail outfit. Oh my god, one of the Mandarakes had tons of Momonga plushes of him being swaddled, and I almost bought one of these, but then I bought a different one that they had that was actually cheaper too. This is just an entrance into one of the stores, which is really, really cool. All the Torii gates. Abraham Lincoln. Oh, I loved this. This is just another example of like, you know, just like what the fuck. Oh, they had in just nooks and crannies different like crane game and other little things. So there was one game where you can crane game and get a key, and then if you won the key, if you actually got the key, it's to one of these things, and these are the things you can win. If you like One Piece, this was a One Piece figure that I loved, was Kid Sanji getting whacked a million times. Another Chikawa is everywhere. On the last day, the day before we left, the one other thing that was on my list of things that I wanted to do is actually eat a strawberry daifuku from Japan. And so I looked up places that were like highly, highly recommended by locals, and this one happened to be back in Ginza. So I went back to Ginza and I got 2 of these strawberry daifuku, and they were some of the best things I've ever eaten in my life. But these are just some of the fresh mochi that they had. And you know it's fresh because when you buy it, they go like, you have to eat this today. And I'm like, don't worry, chief. And then I spent the rest of the day in Tokyo Station, actually, because Tokyo Station has a ton of shopping. So I went to a lot of the character shops there. And then I stopped by the Starbucks because I also needed coffee when I was there. And these were some of the like novelty mugs that they had. The cat was cute. Oh yeah, this is the daifuku. So it's mochi, fresh mochi with red bean, and then a beautiful strawberry on the inside. Holy, was it good. I ate one at the Starbucks, and then I brought the other one back to the hotel, and I ate it at the hotel later. The Tokyo Station also had a Kirby cafe. I didn't realize, but you could get like the car. The Kirby has a car, which is really cute. And like some other little Kirby merch. And then I went to Chikawa Land, and I got some more Chikawa stuff. And I took pictures of all the babies. And I loved this. And my line to check out, there was a Hachiware like going through a little station, like going ping and ping with his IC card. And he has a little backpack. It was so cute. I went to Miffy store, which there was like a little Miffy in like a little train conductor outfit, which was super cute. I got some socks there. Oh wait, can I rotate this? Hold on. I'm trying to figure out how to rotate this. Stand by. Okay, just saved it. Oh wait, I think it's my downloads. Wait, where did I just save it to? Oh no. Ugh, I don't want to take too much time away on it. Oh wait, maybe I can hold on. Maybe I can rotate it in here. Properties. Wait, just kidding. Transform. Oh. Counterclockwise. There it is. Boom. Okay. So this was in the airport. So we flew into Haneda and we flew out of Narita. So we were at Narita Airport, and I didn't get any pictures of it when we were on our way there, but when you're flying premium economy internationally, at least with JAL, you have access to their lounge in the airports if they have a lounge. So we didn't know on our way there that the lounge, we thought it was just like a cute, nice seating area so you don't have to just sit at the gate the whole time. But what we didn't realize is that they just have free food. They have free food, free drinks, comfy chairs, lovely area, like charging. Like, it was so mind-blowing. So when we were leaving, we knew we were prepared. We didn't eat anything beforehand. So we went, and this was my plate. I got Calpice water, which is basically like, it's called white water. It's basically like vitamin water that is like, technically it's called yogurt flavor, but it's not what you're thinking. It's really good. And then I got a coffee from the coffee machine, and then I got a gyudon and a omelet and a curry bun, and then a chicken cutlet and a shumai, and then some tomato basil pasta. I just tried a little bit of everything. And then on my dessert plate, there's a sesame ball, a Belgian waffle with a little chocolate sauce, a little lemony muffin, and then a little strawberry cream bun. And it was phenomenal. And now this is going to be backwards. So let me rotate this back. Rotate. There we go. So this was the sign because I was like, first class. This was our food on the way home. So the Narita, we ended up flying into Boston. So we had another connection on the way back. So we flew into Boston. So this was the first, like, what they dubbed the meal, the big meal. And this was like a shrimp and vegetable and like gelatinized dashi, like little cold salad-y. This was like an egg salad and broccoli. And then this was fried tofu with like a little sauce and then green beans. And then the star of the show was this lemon chicken creamy pasta. And it was so good, you guys. It was so good. Also, I didn't mention, but after each of the big meals, they gave us a Haagen-Dazs ice cream cup. And then this airplane was different than the other airplane. This airplane was newer. So the windows, there wasn't a shade. There was like a button that you press to make it darker or lighter. And with that also comes this like wild purple coloration in like the darker lights. So when we were flying over Alaska, I believe. Yeah, this was Alaska. Flying over Alaska, it was like crazy in the purple. And yeah, I think, yeah, that was it. That was it. That was my trip. So fun though, right, guys? Like, holy, that was cool. I can't wait to do it again. I can't wait to do it again and buy more things and have a one-way ticket there and not come back here. Hopefully one day we'll see. We'll see. We're trying. We're trying. We'd like to end up there. We'd like to end up there, but we'll see what life life hands us. But it would be nice to, you know, experience the little like first class lounge again. Oh man, I'm gonna have to show you guys the seats on the airplanes. Like we can go on JAL's website and look at like the first class and everything. Oh, it's so cool. Ooh, and the food menus too. But it is almost 9 p.m. Eastern here, and I haven't eaten dinner yet. So now that we've all caught up and we've gotten to see some Japanese pictures, I think I will leave you with that today. A nice catch-up stream. A super quick one. It is our short stream Mondays after all. We're back to that. Let's see who we should raid today. I think there's some people streaming in. Oh, they're streaming on YouTube. Ooh, let's see. I think maybe. Oh, that was earlier. Nope, I don't think anyone in Ecliptic Vale is streaming right now, actually. So that makes it even more interesting. Who are we going to raid? Who are we gonna... Oh, Mata's streaming. We should absolutely stream into Mata. Raid into Mata. Let's raid into Mata. Here we go. Thank you so much for joining, you guys. This was really, really fun. If I discover that I have any more, if I have any more Japanese pictures that I didn't show you, I will show you in my next stream. But we are going to go raid into Matara Khan now, my Oshi. Give her a bunch of big raccoony kisses as I give you guys raccoony kisses on the way out. I love you. Go drink water. Go say hi to Mata. Okay, love you. Bye.